on the
Finally, I will educate myself. Let's go.
internet is very easy nowadays, and you can be hated for a variety of reasons. Having different political beliefs, different opinions.
Oh my god, dude, I started to play Plants vs. Zombies again. I started it from zero. It's my brain rot. I love it so much. Also, obviously, this is the correct version. If you do this, you're retarded. Congratulations. This is the only acceptable solution. Another again? Or is it the same again? No, it's a new again. Another again. Okay, I'm sorry. It's very obvious that this is the, yeah. Sunflowers always better, the different pieces, they're cheaper, less. No. You're wrong.
A different identity,
Oh god.
being cringe. For some reason recently, if your location is based anywhere in close proximity to India on Twitter,
Bro, why is it that there are so many accounts based in India? And why is everyone like pointing it out and hee ha ha? And why is it always like just like very random? It's like they're complaining about like cocking or something. It's like a girl in the avatar, sexy girl with big boobs, and it's like, wow, male cocking is actually really healthy. And I'm just like, what? It's so random.
being way too negative,
What is it? When a celebrity you hate for no reason finally turns out to be problematic, so you finally can hate them in peace.
negative, being
Bruh.
way too positive.
I'm the dog.
Wait, is this not Schlatt? What did you do? Sir, you... Wait, what did you do, sir?
Being way too negative, being way too positive.
I'm the dog.
No, Mr. Schlatt, no! Reminder to self, do not bring link to the gamer substitute.
Blue marks get paid for engagements and $5 in dollar pays for food for week in India.
Oh, that makes sense. That's true. That's fair.
I'm the dog.
Not standing by your beliefs and being a so-called grifter.
I don't know how I feel about it. Mr. Schlatt is about to fuck a dog.
Never touch the stuff. That was a lie.
Being bald, having too much money, not having enough money, saying Viva Pinata wasn't the pinnacle in gaming and that person definitely deserves it, and some just hate for the love of the game. So it's safe to say it's very easy to be hated on the internet nowadays, sometimes simply just for existing, but
Nah, being easily hated on the internet, we definitely haven't seen any examples of it, especially not recently, especially not on Twitter. That's crazy.
when it comes to having a presence or influence on an online platform, it's
No.
even easier to be hated, primarily because you are putting yourself essentially on a pedestal to
You think Zen could say something here? Let's ask her. Nah, she definitely didn't get hate for no reason at all.
be judged by everyone else on the same platform, and even if you haven't done anything remotely wrong, some people will
Turok.
justify hating you just from the way you look to simply the tone of your voice. But today we're going to be talking about someone that
Bro, I have the great urge to download something ridiculously old. And I can't decide. I want to play Jazz Jackrabbit or I want to play that super old Hercules game from Disney. I want it to be disgustingly old. I don't know what. I want to go full retro a little.
recently has been treated like a toilet brush in a book.
The SNES one? It's on Steam, the Hercules one.
His bathroom. I'd recommend the brisket sandwich,
Oh, that's so greasy.
by the way. But I am talking about the YouTuber, streamer, and
Hello,
business owner
Wave,
Hello.
wave.
Maybe for nostalgia. Dude, it's like winter. I'm craving nostalgia so bad.
Ludwig. Now, the hate levels are nowhere near people like Pirate Software or recent
Dude, I still can't believe that Pyro Software went from like 15 fucking K viewership on Twitch down to 2K because he couldn't shut his mouth up. He didn't even need to apologize. He just had to shut the fuck up. It's so sad. It's actually crazy. You say it happens, but like, have you ever seen anything like this happen? Because I have not.
or recently Mizkif. Those two are
I think Mizkif will survive because he's so arrogant and cocky and he will never bend down. And there is like a bunch of people who like that. He will be fine.
really hard to beat at this point. Pokemon, okay.
Pokemon will be fine because she's hot.
It may be on the same levels as Pokemon, but at this point I think sometimes she's doing...
I'm gonna be honest with you. There are many people who think that she's still hot, and while they are yorking off, they don't really care about what she says. They are just like, yeah, whatever, shut up, york, york, york.
Things just to make people mad for shits
York,
and giggles.
york, york.
And not to brag, but my prediction was right 8 months ago.
Oh my god, I'm there! Look, oh, baby Scoo, I'm right there. Look at that, I'm famous. Look at it. We made it. Let's go. That's us, bro. It was me. I was right there. I made it. I remember I watched, maybe this was the first video which I watched from royalty just because I was in the thumbnail. That's how I found this channel. And I was like, holy shit. So based. It's her. It's me. Who's the top right? This person? I have no idea. This is Pippa, this is Rev. I do not know that person. But yeah, Mom was on my TV.
In that previous video, no need to thank me at all, but as
Thank you.
I said recently, Ludwig has been receiving a lot of flack online, and today I wanted to look into why that is and the situations that have led to all the shit being flung at him, and gauge whether in these situations he does deserve the criticism he faces. But as always,
I swear I remember when Ludwig was like one of the most wholesome YouTuber. Wasn't he the one who did that crazy long subathon and he became really famous for it? Like he was like the OG who made like the first like sleeping on stream subathon or something.
first we need to know who Ludwig is.
Yes?
Hi, could I order 2 large pizzas with a side of pussy?
Same. Same. Yeah? Sure. Yeah? Same.
Pussy.
So before Ludwig was
Yeah?
a popular YouTuber,
Same with sardines on the... Ew! Brother, ew!
streamer, and apparently a entrepreneur when it came to selling bidets, and
Oh my... Oh, dude, I remember that phase of his life, the bidet thing.
someone that in the present day is described as charismatic, innovative, and always pushing the boundaries of content, with a haircut that has not changed for about a decade, although very impressive hairline.
Listen, he logged in. Why change it if it's not broken? I would flex that hairline if I would have such a strong hairline too. What are you talking about?
What is that, a 1 on the Norwood scale at the age of 30? Very good genetics. But over a
Yeah.
decade ago, he was none of this. No, that doesn't mean he got a hair transplant. No, before Ludwig was the
To be fair, he does have a very impressive hairline. Now that he pointed it out, yeah? Based?
charismatic streamer we all know as today, his initial start on the internet was a far cry from what he would later be, because his start on the internet from what was public was in 2011 when he was around the age of 16, making Call of Duty commentary
Oh my
videos
God.
under the name The Zany
Oh my god, he was such a baby! Look at him! Oh my god!
Sidekick, which was just him talking about random topics or the gameplay in general.
What I want to talk about today is trash talking and how to deal with trash talkers.
The name of the channel probably stemming from how he called his viewers heroes and claiming he was essentially the sidekick, because his viewers
4.70k subscribers. Damn.
do all the work by supporting him.
That you guys are heroes, you know? All the viewers make up this community and make it what it is.
You know, that's a good point. That his voice is not much deeper. The balls never dropped. He was like, yeah, I logged in 16, I'm rolling with that. That's it.
All the commentators, you may think they're amazing. I'm not going to name any because there's so many, but they're nothing without you guys. They're just sidekicks and you're the heroes, you know?
Farming those parasocial viewers early, were we, Ludwig? But a lot of the content
He's so cute. He was just a baby.
Content on this channel has been unlisted and only 3 videos are present to this day, but Ludwig at this time hadn't gone through his tournament arc and his 2 veteran tours of
Did he just say tournament arc? Is that what my big glorious fat burst said? Did I understand it right?
subathons, which was essentially his viewers treating him like a monkey in a cage for months on end. Yeah, he wasn't that person yet, but this was a start. But
A tournament? I was like, I heard tournament. I'm like, what? Is it the new word? I don't know. I don't fucking know.
in his next online venture following soon
Sorry.
after, you definitely could see a glimpse of the Ludwig yet to come. And that venture was with Vine. Now
my
Vine,
God.
for all you semen cells, was the Homo habilis before TikTok.
What's the second one? What is this? Because I'm gonna guess this is Instagram. What is this? I never used Wine. I actually missed out on that experience. Musically? And I didn't use it either.
And was the first significant checkpoint for short form content that would later inspire
Dude, these like, back then these Cro-Magnon people had some nice fat ass. I don't want to be like that. Don't mean to goon for like our ancestors, but sorry.
many other platforms
Sorry.
that may or may not be shortening the attention span of humanity as a whole. And it's also where a lot of influencers you may know today got their start. Originally, content on Vine had a max length of 6 seconds, meaning you had to essentially
Oh, I remember this is the guy with the
cram
spoon.
the entire plot or
Oh my god, I remember this. This was a good one.
point of your video into a short
spoon.
time frame, and it had to actually make sense or have the desired effect. Some people were very talented when it came to this, and a
Story
lot
time.
Story time.
of classics came from this platform. Like, look at all those chickens, the girl with sunglasses, the old woman dancing to guacamole, and who
What?
could forget Yeet?
This is where the yeet is from? Oh my god, I feel like I missed out on like fucking culture. I had no idea.
Guacamole, and who could forget Yeet? Vine would reach its peak in
Oh my god,
2013, where
I feel so uncultured. Jesus Christ. Damn.
in the same year an 18-year-old Ludwig, who was now a senior in high school, would start uploading to the platform, harnessing his inner theatre kid.
Oh. 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 Oh no. Oh, I mean, it's a bit embarrassing.
And also apparently his inner band kid with whatever the fuck this is.
How to have an orgasm in less than 6 seconds.
Now from this
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Why? Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. Push. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. I do have an unopened jar of Nutella. Okay? That's fine.
content more than his Call of Duty commentary days, you can sort of see that entertaining personality coming through, even if it is just a little glimmer. But in the same year of 2013, he would graduate high school and from there attend Arizona State University. He would continue to make vines whilst in college, but that would eventually
Tiny
end,
pie.
not because the platform would eventually close down and many of the top creators
What do you mean? He looks so paggable. We are just watching like Baby Ludwig, that guy over there. He looks so paggable. Oh yeah.
would carry their followings to different platforms, but because Ludwig was unfortunately not one of the top creators,
You are not wrong, sir. He absolutely looks like a bottom. Okay, I understand your urges to peg this man. That's fair.
is quite often only getting
Oh god, is he
100 views and a handful of likes at times, so
Oh my god. Oh my god. What am I looking?
he would give up. Truly the Christopher Wall
See, do you still want to peg him?
Of his time, an undiscovered gem if you will. But yes, sometime after starting
Based.
college he would stop making vines. But obviously he wasn't done with the internet just yet, because alongside the zany sidekick in 2011 he had made another channel, a channel we would all be familiar with today, a channel called Ludwig. But from what we can see, he would only start uploading to that channel in 2015. With his first uploads being an interest of his, which was Super Smash Bros. Melee tournaments.
Damn. That looks old as fuck.
Later
Oh my god, it's for the GameCube. Jesus Christ.
having an interest in both playing in them and commentating for them. And from there, over the years, he would slowly make a name for himself in the Super Smash tournament scene. But before any of that, he would take a slight detour in 2016, where once again Ludwig would bring that inner theatre kid back out, by joining a newly established stand-up improv group.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Listen. I respect it if you do stand-up or improv, but Jesus Christ, avoid me like fire. I don't know why, but it's just so painful for me to watch these things. Especially if they are not, like, on high level. Like, an average improv is, like, the worst fucking thing. Like, the awkwardness, the pauses. No one is laughing. People are just chewing and waiting, and it's just...
Called Tempe Late Night, or as it's known
There was, like, Hungarian TV show that my parents used to watch, and it was basically like a like stand-up comedy. And it was like on every fucking Friday or something. It was the most painful shit I have ever had to listen. Oh my fucking god.
today, Tempe Underground, and would perform on stage and in sketches.
Comedy Center? No, it was... I don't fucking remember. It was like very old. But my father was into that, and it was just so painfully unfunny.
Potatoes, I'm in the middle of the famine.
Personally speculating this may have had a hand at either influencing or at least amplifying characteristics like his confidence.
That's rough. That's rough, buddy. Not gonna lie, that was a little bit rough.
Which we would later see from him down the road. But after almost 2 years of service, Ludwig would stop taking part, seemingly due to graduating in 2017, with a degree in English literature and journalism. But what didn't stop after graduation was his love for Smash. Travelling around the country to take part in various tournaments. At this time, he was both honing his Smash and commentary skills, whilst also expanding his network, getting to
I was just thinking about it, that cutie Cinderella must be a lucky girl.
know popular players and being somewhat
She
known
had
within
been
the community.
practicing
But
for
Ludwig
years
would
now.
eventually have to start working. He couldn't just attend
Ah, the slur, no, you
within
cannot
the
just
community.
rip it
But
out.
Ludwig
Ah! No, 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 no. Ah, I'm just like a vampire. When the sun finally shines in, it's like, ah. Yes.
would eventually have to start working. He couldn't just attend weekly tournaments, as that wouldn't pay for things like food and rent, and most definitely not the student loans he probably had to pay back.
How do we finesse this guy to get jobs at NBC?
Yeah, we're both writers. We need jobs.
Guys,
he works with
chat,
elementary.
please tell us how to finesse
Someone
this guy
write a
to
good
get a
idea.
job. What do we do?
Ludwig would apply to
Uh-oh.
around 300 jobs and not hear back from most of them. But one did reply, and that was in LA. You know, the city that looks like a Dark Souls boss room with
Bro, that's so based. Finally, a person who doesn't fucking glorify LA. I've been to LA multiple times. It's awful. Jesus Christ.
how much smog is present. So he packed up his life into a rented car and moved from Arizona
Finally.
to California. His new job title was the editor for the wine and
LA during a summer, I've been there for multiple 4th of Julys. I don't understand how people can live in LA. It's literally so hot that like the floor melts under you. And I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ. You die, you perish. On fire? Yeah, sure.
Spirits magazine. And upon starting that job,
Oh no, the humidity was Florida. LA wasn't too humid, it's scorching. Like if you want to be a grilled chicken, all you have to do is stay for 10 minutes out in the sun.
His life would change from there.
Ugh.
Ludwig would go on to impress the managers with his marketing skills and how much traffic he was diverting to the magazine, and was quickly promoted through the company. He was
Damn.
eventually just under the VP of said company, while simultaneously founding other companies and revolutionizing them. I'm completely fucking with you, by the way. He got fired after 6 weeks because
Why? Pfft, I believed you. I was like, damn, he was so impressive. What the fuck? You can't do this to me. I believed you. Ah, he's such a whore.
in his own words, he incorrectly identified a major funder of the magazine in a photo caption and they wanted his head. And thus started Ludwig's very own training montage of unemployment. He worked at Best Buy, moved on to Snapchat where he apparently got fired for taking free Baby Bell cheese from the break room.
Bro, who gets fired for taking a Baby Bell? Bro, a Baby Bell is like, you get like 10 for $3 or some shit. What are we talking about?
That nobody was apparently eating and he started taking some home with him, which in my opinion
Why is that? Bro, I would have been fired for so many places if taking excess food would count. Jesus.
is fair play. He was probably barely getting by at this point and that was just free food. And supposedly it was for
I do like free food. It always tastes better. I don't know why. It's petty as fuck.
He's
Bro,
a
it's Baby
journalist
Bell.
that explains everything.
Oh, no.
staff, but nobody was touching it, so I don't see the problem with him taking it.
Nom, nom,
And
nom,
apparently
nom,
he was
nom.
fired for that and apparently watching movies at work. But in later interviews he would change that and say he was fired because they were spending money haphazardly. And for some reason on one episode of a podcast under zero pressure goes on to talk about having a wank in the office toilets.
You have soda at work, but you're not supposed to. I don't want soda. I don't drink soda, actually. I am not a big fan of sodas or just like bubbly drinks in general, so you can keep that.
I'm in the bathroom, Snapchat headquarters, pojoing, and a janitor walks in while I'm doing this.
No.
Wait, he is pojoing jerking off? He was yorking off at his work? Bro, at least do it in the bathroom or something.
No, it's a janitor at the time, but I stopped jerking off.
Right.
And I didn't lock the door because nobody's in there, so I hobble and I lock and I go back down. And I'm like, I'll just wait.
And he worked
What the fuck?
for a vaping company as a marketing lead and had a great idea involving phase banks, but the company didn't like it because their product had so many flaws and they were not ready for a market of that size. So he would also eventually be fired from that job, but before he was fired,
Oh my god, Amaranth's tits! Oh, I haven't seen Amaranth's tits in such a long time.
My suggestion
Yeah.
for the flavor name, Percato sauce.
Yeah? No!
he was studying streamers and content creators because he saw an opportunity for marketing in that area, and because he had also
I thought you were subbed. I have never subbed to anyone's OnlyFans. Okay? I have never. And if I would sub for someone's OnlyFans, it would be Belle Delphine. Okay? She's my Oshi of hoes. He's my Hoshi. That's what it would be. She's my Hoshi. Okay? I would only sub to my queen.
taken up streaming himself in his spare time, inspired by his friend Slime, who he met through Smash, and he would occasionally co-host his podcast on Twitch, and obviously he had previous experience commentating over the streamed Smash events. In 2018, he would stream no matter how many viewers he had.
Oh, God.
And even if nobody was watching, he would act like there was 10,000 people present, even if nobody was typing in chat. Eventually, he would build up a
He faked it till he made it. It's smart. It's smart if he put up clips onto like TikTok or YouTube. Wait, there was no TikTok back then. If you put it up to YouTube and it went viral, then it's smart.
following, some coming from the Smash Melee
Nom
community,
nom.
but with his blunt rotation of jobs, sometimes he couldn't stream that often. In 2019, at the vape company, he would come do his 8 hours whilst also studying streamers, and then he would go home and stream for about 4 hours, and then rinse and repeat each day. He had built his following to the point where
The ability to simply talk to yourself is underrated. I guess if especially if you're like a small streamer. I think many streamers, like many small streamers, have that bad thing that when they stream and there's like only like 2 or 3 people, they don't actually talk, like not to themselves. They sit quietly and then they say hi if someone comes in and then they go back to quiet. Like you're never going to catch anyone's attention like that. You have to be someone who they want to stay for, and the silent is not going to be that. Depends on the streamer. Yeah, sure. If she has big tits out, then you're not going to be there for the riveting commentary. But if you're just like someone with an avatar or like a guy, then you might have to add a little bit more, you know, to the conversation. Yeah, sure. Did you say something? No.
Where he was making around $2,500 a month from streaming,
good.
But that was not enough because once again, LA is not just known for its smog, it's also known for how expensive it is just to exist there. So Ludwig still needed a job he would lose in February of 2019. You see, Ludwig thought
Of course, classic.
if he had just 10,000 in his savings, he could go full time and give streaming a shot. And he already had a sizable audience. If he kept going with this momentum, he could get even bigger. But around when he was fired, he only had 7,000 in his savings.
Oh no, only 7,000. Wow. Bro, half of the people in LA must be going from check to check.
Not 10,000. Meaning he had not made the goal to give
Also, why would you live in LA? Especially if you want to be a streamer. If I would be a starting out streamer, I would go to, what's the cheapest state in America? A cheap and safe state. Something out in the fucking forest or something. Florida? Okay, I don't want to go to Florida because the gators will eat me. Arizona? Okay, how about you go to Kansas or Arizona? Whatever. You know? You literally go to this middle of buttfuck places and you start streaming. Easy.
Streaming a good
Detroit, I said safe!
shot. So he took a gamble, where he would start his stream and tell a little fib saying he had left his job to do streaming full time.
I have left my job.
Did you leave it or were you fired again? For stealing the baby bells or jerking off.
And I will now be streaming full time on twitch.tv / Ludwig Ogren.
And that gamble definitely paid off. After starting streaming in May of 2018 and deciding to do it full time only a year later, he would become one of Twitch's fastest growing creators. In the beginning, going from a handful of average viewers to a year later going
Damn! Look at that. Holy shit.
to over 3,000 average.
Sorry, I'm ducking. You can't see. It's 3,133 average viewers, buddy. That's impressive. Sorry, I moved my head. There you go. Sorry.
Viewers. And not only were his streams exploding, his
Wait. I am not allowed to wear that shirt. I am not allowed to. Someone might take it as an invitation. Well, he asked for it. Where is that guy who said that Ludwig is peggable? Wait, bring that guy back.
His YouTube channel was also seeing a lot of attention, and it's easy to say either down to natural talent or skills he had picked up from stand-up or the melee community. Each stream he brought
I'm here for the bukake. Nice. Yeah, nice. Good stuff. Scoot, yeah, I'm just reading up the shirt.
enough energy
Don't read that. Oh. Sorry. Imagine I didn't read that.
and charisma to keep people entertained, and people genuinely liked to watch him. And now that he was able to focus on content creation full time, he was able to enjoy the fruits
Would you wear that shit? No. I don't want to get... No. No.
of his labor and grow even more. And in the years to come, he wouldn't stop growing. He was a part of events, he networked with popular streamers. He met his now girlfriend through streaming. He broke the Twitch subscriber record with his first uncapped subathon in 2020.
Take it, Mama. So you don't want to be a glazed donut? No. If that's alright, I would prefer not to be a glazed donut.
21, where the more people supported the stream,
Bro, in chess, does the horse always look this angry? It looks so angry. Why the fuck is he angry about?
The stream, the longer he streamed, eating, sleeping, and showering on stream. And in the same year, he received an offer of 20 million or more to move to YouTube streaming full time.
$20 million? No. Dollars? Dollars? 20 million? No. No. Really? Oh my god. $20 million just to York on YouTube? Bro.
Instead of Twitch, and he would accept said deal apparently due.
Well, of course he would accept that deal. He would have been idiot not to accept that deal. I would have probably bounced it to Twitch though. It's like, hey, if you wanna take it on. If you give me 21, I will stay on Twitch. Yeah. YouTube isn't so bad. Honestly, that's so much smarter than those people who went away for Kick. Like, no shit for Kick, but it's not the same level. It's almost like YouTube and Twitch has this like prestige or something. Is it? No, that's what I'm saying, that it's not. Like, those people who went to Kick are like idiots. Although if you get a lot of money, then maybe. But yeah, because everyone knows them. I thought Kick died. No, Kick is still alive. You know? I think you're wrong about that. I'm only thinking about that because didn't Ninja go to Kick? Did he not Ninja go to Kick? And after he came, was it Mixer? Oh, sorry. Dude, Mixer was so fucking bad that I already forgot that it existed. In my head, it must have been Kick. Oh, sorry. I apologize to Kick. I'm sorry. Mixer is a tragedy, and I think that was a bad fucking move to go there. Holy shit. Kick was with XQC. Okay, I was thinking about Mixer. I apologize.
Due to him not feeling valued by Twitch. But he also continued to innovate.
Yeah. Money. Yeah, he got paid, but he kind of like lost a lot of viewership, or maybe just the Fortnite glaze went away. I don't know. But to be fair, if they pay you 100 mil, then yeah, like I would probably take it too. Like, you would put me onto the middle of the stream and I would have to yell every hour. I would do it for 100 mil. Like, what are you talking about?
Only in his spare time.
Not 100 mil, 100 million.
Would he do his homework, studying what to stream, what was popular at the time, and what his next move would be. He would host game shows with fellow streamers, including a chess boxing event, his own
chess boxing?
Super Smash Melee event.
How does it work? It's like, instead of chess, you just punch someone in the face?
He did his second subathon trapped in a glass box for 50 hours.
Oh
he
my
co-founded
God.
a company called Off-Brand, which was an agency that helped with creating events for creators. And Off-Brand Games, which created games. A company called
Fancy.
Swipe, which offered cheaper bidets.
Is that Linus Tech Tips holding Ludwig while he's emotionally shitting? I need a homie like this. I need someone to hold my hand while I'm going through these rough times, you know?
He made multiple successful YouTube channels, and even became a co-owner of an esports team with Moist Critical. So not only could Ludwig entertain people, he could also successfully branch out into completely different businesses. A lot of his success stems from that one gamble, and from that decision continuously.
Dude, these are the things that are so inspiring. It's like, it makes you want to quit your job and just like try it as a streamer. Do not quit your job. Or if you do not blame me. I'm just saying that it's inspiring. Okay? Like, imagine if you could like just commit enough time and show up, and you would get like thousands of fucking viewers All right, quitting right now. No. Okay, you can quit it, but you cannot say that I told you to do it because I did not. I was talking about hypothetically. Okay, I'm quitting my job as a full-time viewer. No. Mr. Beast did it the same. Scooter, no. It's too late now. Oh, is it because it's 2025 and now it's too late? To be fair, if you're counting on ad revenue, that's not going to help you. YouTube sucks. Twitch sucks. Kick is really generous with giving you money, but it's hard to get viewers on Quick. Kick. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. If you told me I would make it, I believe in you.
Innovating and
sorry, boss, the enemy God told me to. Bro, just say that you are like, I don't know, schizophrenic. Don't say that it was me. Say it was like your other personality.
Studying the landscape so he could continue to entertain. And the success is definitely deserved. Once again, he went from averaging a handful of viewers
Look at that!
to tens of thousands.
Look at... I'm leaning. Okay, I'm sorry. I know my head is still too big. There you go. 10,000. And that's just average viewers, buddy. What the fuck? That's amazing. That's a big number. I have a big head, thank you.
Since just 2 years later. In the current day, Ludwig...
Oh my god, why is his hair so... blonde? So... it's like a mayonnaise or something. Is this new? Is this old? Jealous? No, I actually don't like this shade. It's a little bit... it's like... I don't know. It's a little bit too much for me. I don't think I would look good as a platinum blonde. Oh, it was the calm. Viv Mayo
has returned to Twitch but streams simultaneously on YouTube. He's been a lot more open from talking about his revenue.
Remember the shirt? Oh, he became the book again.
To briefly talking about retirement multiple times. His streaming hours have decreased compared to his peak, but he's still pretty active when it comes to streaming, YouTube, his projects, and connecting with his community. It doesn't seem like he's done with his online adventure just yet, an adventure he started over a decade ago. So after hearing all of that, why has Ludwig recently been seeing an increase in hate?
So it's a happy ending, and this is where the video ends, and it was a nice happy story of a wholesome streamer who didn't do anything weird and he doesn't have a bad reputation. Meow.
That is dangerous. That's not good. That's not good.
Meow.
That's dangerous. Let's up those numbers. That's not good.
So for at least the last 2 years, as said, Ludwig has been receiving an increase in hate. With names such as Jellywig or the more creative, he would be the type of person in a zombie apocalypse to hide his bite, which is quite a creative...
Oh my god, that's so smart. That's such a smart insult. Oh my, I kind of hate how smart it is. He's the type of person who would hide the bite in a zombie apocalypse. God damn it.
way to criticize someone. That's hats off to you. But this increase in hate recently, from what I've seen, is down to essentially at one point being a terrible influence and or a terrible friend and not...
Did this all start out with the Mongo incident? Because wasn't this year, the Mongo incident? I feel like it was this year. Am I tripping?
Initially taking accountability for his involvement in that situation, and the claim he has no spine, hence the name Jellywig, and the claim he is just a people pleaser going for the safest takes possible to overall minimize the amount of criticism he would receive, but at the same time would receive the benefits of having a take on a situation. And if that doesn't pan out for him, he will, for better words, flop to the other side or take a more neutral stance. That's basically what the majority of people against Ludwig are claiming, and the criticism against him just this year alone has probably quadrupled. If you got in on the Ludwig hating stock early, you would have probably been reaping profits right now. Probably greater than any CSGO trader these past few months. But the criticism and hate is primarily...
Missed out. This should have been a full-time Jellywig hater. God damn it, easy 10k views, BAM!
down to a few situations that have happened this year, and a few that started some years ago, and going through said situations before I get to the main points where most of the criticism came from, I need to first go through the side quests, if you will, and it's not in chronological order, so fuck you, nerd. Midway through 2024, he got criticised for hosting a speedrunning charity event, but he received criticism because apparently there wasn't enough diversity.
No comment. No comment.
There was no women and it was just mainly dudes.
Wow, it's a video game about speedrun that is mostly interesting to men. That's crazy. Wow. Holy shit. Jesus Christ, I hate these people. It's like it. No comment. I'm not getting cancelled over stupid shit like that.
And some people that...
It's almost like the speedrunning community. These people don't care about it. I don't understand the fixation with diversity for everything. Imagine if it would be like a modeling contest for women and we are just like, well, I want to see some balls in the game. Where are the boys? What are we talking about? Take it, AD! We have to understand there are things that boys are better at, and there are things girls are better at.
Where are the Vtubers?
Yeah. I don't understand why, and it's always one way. It's always that boy places or guys places have to be invaded by women. Why? Why is it never reversed? Why is it not like, oh, like, I don't know, in the makeup community, we need more boys? I don't ever hear that. Destroy all our social areas, ask we have no social areas. It's so stupid. It makes me angry. You know, like, I have my own little circles and I don't need, like, additional... Like, hypothetically, if there is a girl whose actual passion is to be a speedrunner and she wants to join, yes. But stop inserting incompetent people into areas just for the sake of diversity. If they are good, then they should be there. If they are not good, then go fuck off.
Weren't actually speedrunners. I mean, possible controversial take here,
Man.
but it's a charity event, not something like a competitive scene. The attention shouldn't...
It's okay, people, when was the last time that stopped people?
Because men can't have nice things.
But why not? I'm so tired of it. How dare you question white woman logic? You're right. I am sorry. I bend over.
really be on the play.
Much.
Unfortunately, and quite sadly, a lot of the non-white or non-male speedrunners I saw at some events were among the worst and least interesting commentators in most of the event. Or were fairly mediocre in their speedrun execution. Just an anecdote, but poor experiences I had.
Well, I mean, the commentator shouldn't be the gamer if they are speedrunning. Shouldn't they have, like, hosts? They usually, like, have, like, you know, during League of Legends, there are, like, people who are just like, oh, yeah, he's going for the whole, oh, my God, he got killed by the turret, da-da-da-da-da, or something. It's usually other speedrunner, well, hire funnier ones. That's different. Like, as a speedrunner, it's not your job to be entertaining. It's your job to be good. Then just hire entertaining people. I'm sure there is someone who is funny.
But instead on the charity, not the individual.
Because you need to, okay, is there no one who is actually funny and he's mildly alright at like speedrunning? Surely. These are dudes. Just, I don't know, get someone. Give them the hee-hee and the ha-ha. There was one AGDQ with a commentator that was so unfunny and bad he was actually being booed out of the room. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Oh, that's painful. Ugh.
People present, and he responds to it by saying he just invited friends and content creators he knew for the event. I don't think it was as deep as he purposely didn't invite women or actual speedrunners, and yeah, if he did, I guess...
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. As a professional female, not many women like min-maxing games. We like playing them, we enjoy playing them, but we don't hyper-fixate like 1000% autism to be the very best. That's a very guy thing to do. Guys are the one who are like, wow, I'm going to open Factorio and spend 1,000 hours to make sure that everything is working top notch. We are like, oh my God, how can I make it cute? And there is no shame in that. Okay, I am the same. I want things to be cute and adorable and aesthetic over function. Okay, And it's perfectly fine. You don't have to like listen. We all remember what happened to the League of Legends full lady teams. We all remember, and that's the same thing, because even if the girls play
How dare
League...
he only invite his friends that happen to be only male?
That's true.
He obviously doesn't like women because of that. He's obviously sexist. Clearly that's the reason he didn't invite any women.
That's true. The girltism and boytism. Bro, I am so tired of people who say that there are no differences between boys and girls, when it's very, very obvious. We just lean for different
Women don't
areas.
understand that men's superpower isn't just their desire of logic, it's that they can and will sit for 16 hours straight and literally do one activity and ignore literally everything else until we're exhausted.
That's so true. And like that's the thing. Why do you think Faker is the best League of Legends player? That man, I guarantee you, he has no life. I could bet you that he probably lost his virginity while he was practicing on ARAM, and there was like a cute chick bouncing on his dick. But he was probably still practicing for League in one way or another. I guarantee you, that man doesn't have free time. That's commitment. That's why he's a god. You know? Didn't a girl get trash talk and she cried? Well, I mean... yeah, we were not built for that kind of thing.
People would feel more included and it would give more attention to lesser known speedrunners. But once again, the primary target...
Also, I want to point out that I don't think that the audience for this charity were like girls. Girls are not going to watch like hardcore speedruns. Like they might, but mostly not. Mostly it's going to be a bunch of like dudes who has the same flavor of autism as these guys, you know?
Target was to raise money for charity.
Why not? What the fuck? Well, listen, if the boys are handsome enough, then maybe. Speedrun of Labibis. We need to bring back gatekeeping. I agree. We have to put it out like no girls allowed. Just the door. Easy.
Another is with the Atriox situation, where one of his friends Atriox alt-tabbed on stream and you could see a paid access website that was known to have NSFW AI deepfakes of streamers, and apparently on said website QT Cinderella was present, which is Ludwig's girlfriend, and many of...
As a streamer, if you capture your entire windows instead of a fucking window, you're retarded. Okay, I'm sorry, but you are. Why would you capture your screen instead of the window you're trying to share? Are you stupid? You deserve it. You're a stupid whore, and you're a man. You shouldn't be a stupid whore. That's cultural appropriation from us, stupid whores. Okay?
The female streamers and...
I'm absolutely projecting. I have even currently probably open shit that I could get banned for. Probably. I have a lot of corn tabs on my Firefox. I would be yeeted out of across the universe. I am not showing it to you. Not your business.
Some he was in contact with. People called him out for it. QT, who was also friends with Atriox, responded, obviously very upset about the situation, even if the tab didn't have content of her on it. He went on stream with his significant other addressing the situation and...
Oh, that's so embarrassing. He has a girlfriend. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Oh my god. Oh, I did not hear about that. That's still so embarrassing, bro.
Apologizing for it. He would claim in said apology he didn't know who was on the website. He was just clicking out of morbid curiosity.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that, bro.
And after this, he would take somewhat of a break from content creation. And when he
it's his wife, actually. Oh, that must have been a very fucking embarrassing conversation. Ugh.
returned, he revealed he had been investing and getting in contact with lawyers and companies to assist in getting the websites and this type of content taken down. And over the course of 2 years since...
Who cares? It's not a big deal, but it's embarrassing. I'm simply imagining the conversation, what he had to talk with his girlfriend or wife, whatever, sit down and it's just like, yeah, did you watch Corn of Ludwig's girlfriend? No. Is she prettier than me? No. You know that that conversation never ends well.
It's happened, he has tried to redeem himself, and his reputation has somewhat recovered, obviously not fully. It's not easy to come back from that if you ever can. But Ludwig mainly got flack for associating with
Guys, is it embarrassing to like women? Absolutely, it's kind of gay, actually. If I were you, I wouldn't do that. Ugh.
Him again, later bringing him back into his content and apparently forgiving him, with the common critique being why would he forgive someone that was looking at deepfakes of his girlfriend. But to specify, there was no evidence that he looked at pictures of QT, just that he was on the same website that did have them. But QT later said,
God forbid a man forgives another man. I hate this. It's like, oh, why did Ludwig forgive? Like, what is he supposed to do? Hold a grudge till he dies? Or what are we talking about? It's like someone actually has the capacity to move on from something and the whole internet is, well, hold on, I personally didn't forgive him. How is Ludwig forgiving him? Oh, this is so stupid. Yeah, like women do. Hold the fuck up. You were supposed to give him hell till he dies. I actually guarantee you that that's a woman thing. Yeah. It's like, why didn't he hold a grudge longer? He has to repent, go through the circles of hell.
If you wouldn't jerk off to deepfakes of your Oshi's avatar, are you even a real fan? Fucking pathetic.
I think deepfakes are different than just like fan arts. I think that's a bit more personal and more invasive. I actually think that's not really cool. Than just like VTuber fan arts or something. So I actually disagree with this one. I think it's a bit uncomfy, you know?
Supposedly forgave him, and going forward he is still putting effort into removing said content off the internet. Realistically, it was mainly...
Yeah, like, listen, if it's different if you just like, you know, I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, that's kind of uncomfy. I don't like that. How about we just goon for catgirls online? That feels like a safe and comfy thing.
QT's
caught with the open tabs of bowberry corn. Okay. No need to dox me with that. What the fuck?
Ludwig's and the other streamers affected's decision to forgive him, and a lot of them have moved on from the situation. But some still hold the opinion Ludwig was fine with him specifically looking at stuff to do with his girlfriend, which wasn't proven with evidence. There was the
This is the internet stirring the shit. I bet you that Ludwig and this guy talked it out and he was like, hey bro, I wasn't looking at your girlfriend, I was looking at this and this, I'm sorry. And he's like, listen bro, not cool, don't do it again, anyways, we are moving on. And the internet is like, wait a fucking second. That's not enough. He has to crash and burn. And he has to lose his job and his reputation. And he has to divorce. And he has to actually bleed for it. Bro, the Kif is behind me, isn't he?
Miskiff situation. Not that Miskiff situation.
Which Miskiff situation? There's too many Miskiff situations. I can't keep up with anymore.
We are talking about the Miskiff alleged SA cover-up story of 2022, which Ludwig covered on his Mogul Mail channel in a video titled Twitch is...
Does the word Mogul mean anything? Or is this just like a made-up word and it doesn't mean anything?
Collapsing, which he would later take down. To quickly summarize, there was a discussion regarding gambling on Twitch, after a situation with a streamer lying about struggling to other streamers asking for money and using said money for gambling.
Bro, how do you scam people so well that you get 200,000? That's crazy.
And there was a discussion with streamers on Twitter about gambling on platforms, and Miskiff was supposedly mentioned, then chimes in, and an argument ensues. Then the streamer Trainwreck throws out the accusations of him covering up the sexual assault of another streamer by one of his friends, by saying that
Pussy! I'm just saying it up because it was censored.
Miskiff apparently sent people to the victim's house to talk to them, and that was where the allegations of him covering up SA came from. But despite sexual assault allegations being thrown out that Miskiff's friend did something to another streamer, more people focused on Miskiff's alleged involvement with it, and this obviously would affect his career significantly going forward, later saying it was the one accusation and event that ruined both his career and life.
Hear me out. If you're a successful guy streamer, just don't interact with women. It's so easy. There's no drama. You will not get cancelled. Nothing will happen. Just don't go there. Just say that I don't want you and your hoery. Harlot, go away.
Ludwig did a video about the situation, basically
protecting my virginity.
Going against Mizkif, and in Mizkif's own words, Ludwig defamed him.
Ninja did that. Oh, right. Oh my god. I remember that Ninja was like not talking with girls because he was like, oh, I'm loyal to my wife and got hate for it. What do you mean? I cannot be a female and get you into a sticky situation where you would get cancelled. Hello? Dude, it's the same. There is an actor in Hollywood. I don't know his name, but he plays like bad guys often, and he has like blonde hair and a very strange expression on his face. And he's very, very loyal to his wife, and he's unwilling to film scenes where he would have to kiss other women or like anything. And the internet hates him for it. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, God forbid an actor doesn't want to smooch others. Oh, I know. He was in like Desperate Housewives. What did you say? It's like Neil McDonough. Yeah. It's this guy. Apparently, he doesn't want to take kissing scenes because he is so loyal to his wife, and people are making a big. Oh my god, the people who are like, oh my god, you're an actor, you should be able to separate everything, are the same people who are like, oh my god, only the same nationality people should portray the same nationality things. If you're not Italian, then how can you play an Italian guy?
Womp womp. Wait, wrong streamer. What is the thing for us, Koo? We are all degenerates. I certainly am, at least for 4 months now.
He's just gay. Bro, he has a wife. A big busty wife at that. How can you say that he's gay? He's gay for a big busty beautiful woman? I mean, same. What are you talking about? A wife? A girl? So gay. Disgusting. Like, look at her. She was like, oh, and decline. Thank you. I don't want to sign up. Like, she was like nice and rotund even back then. She's curvy at all the right places, like based. She's got a dick? No, she doesn't got the dick. What the fuck? No, she's just a cute lady, and he doesn't want to smooch other cute ladies. That's all. I think it's sweet. I don't know, man. Is it really that lame to not be a hoe for other people? Like, I don't care if actors kiss other people. That's their job. But it's sweet that he's like that loyal. Yeah, I think it's romantic. And also, he can play just like villains or whatever. Not every actor have to have a kissing and romantic scene. You know?
It's just wild he said this, because it's like, he basically was just like, yeah, I just defamed the fuck it is.
Damn, his wife is 191 centimeter tall. Damn, maybe he likes to be put up onto the shelf. And just like, you know, like, damn, girl.
Yeah, I just pretty much fucked his life up pretty hard here with a 98% like ratio. I don't know why that part was mentioned, the 98% like ratio.
Years later, a case against Mizkif from the victim.
I swear to God, I don't know why Mizkif's face always freaks me out. There is something about his eyes. Like, if I would have a paralysis demon who wants to freak me out, he would probably take example of his face. It's the eyes. There's something about it. It's freaking me out, man. I don't know what.
Regarding things like slander and defamation.
It's unironically, he has like the crazy Karen eyes, but like it's a guy. It looks like he's about to cry. It looks like he's about to suck your dick. He's just gonna pounce on it and not let you go or something.
Was dismissed, and Mizkif took this as this was him being proven innocent for the claims made against him. Ludwig was one of the...
He's going to steal your nut. Yeah, he's not going to stop, bro.
The main creators cited and blamed for some of the damage to Mizkif's career, of which later Ludwig would apologise and say this was one of the reasons he stopped doing drama videos on Mogul Mail, because sometimes he didn't do enough research and the whole situation was debunked, and he did try to repair his relationship with Mizkif.
All right. And I made a video about it that was like incredibly damaging. It was just not at all based in fact. These videos have no research to them. These videos are aggregates of what is available to see online.
You know, I will say that a girl would never admit this. I'm sorry, I keep thinking about the Zentreya hate tweets and how people just bullshit out of their asses and they get cancelled and they immediately flop to the, oh no, people are hating on me and they're attacking me. They would never admit that they have put out something that had no research behind it. That, hey, I was wrong. Like, I am not endorsing whatever Ludwig is or have done, but he literally says, I said something, I didn't look into it, I shit-talked, my bad. You know, that's what he is saying. And it's just, that's kind of respectable when someone can stand up and say that, yeah, I fucked up, I kind of jumped onto the train, I didn't look into it, I was just like going with the entire wave, you know?
I met with Miz in Texas. I apologized to him to, like, you know, repair the fuck up that I made. But the reality is, like, you know, it's Pandora's box to an extent. I think I did the best that I could by apologizing, correcting, making a video on the same platform, you know.
Video that he made, and we all know it's true, is the video is not a...
Ludwig is so consistent on apologizing for when he is wrong. I don't get why people constantly make videos like Ludwig is over or whatever. I think the internet doesn't forgive as easily. I don't know. I have a feeling that if you're that big, it's hard to be seen as positive all the time. You know, because there is so many eyes on you, and I feel like lately, like, rage sells. That's what gets clicks and views. And if you make a big fuss, that's how you get noticed by people. Not like the good wholesome stories. So obviously, you can only get good at apologizing if you're constantly messing up to begin with. Sorry. Well, listen, then he's just a nice himbo. At least he's saying sorry.
Correction video. The title of the video should have been I lied, and the video could have been about my entire thing. Instead, the video was smudged in between Rich Campbell getting accused of rape and Jay Schlatt leaving the org.
He's right behind me. He was right behind me. The gif. I felt threatened. It was right there.
The org.
But Ludwig wouldn't receive hate for long after admitting he was wrong with that video, since, you know, the whole Emaru situation was like a week later. But
I can't believe that Miskiff may or may have not impregnated a woman so quickly after the whole Emaru thing. Bro, I guarantee you, if that chick is actually pregnant, they are going to monetize every part of that relationship. They will get married on camera. She's going to have a live birthing stream on Miskiff's channel. The first steps, first words are all going to be on Miskiff's channel. That's how it's going to be. Yeah, live giving birth, absolutely. Incoming in 9 months. Yeah, Twitch front page. Absolutely. When is my marriage? When is my diamond? I'm waiting.
On to one of the main controversies. One of the bigger hits to Ludwig's reputation was with the Mango situation, where he was hosting an event called Mario Kart that was streamed live, where they would play Mario Kart whilst drinking alcohol, and he invited his friend Mango.
I felt so bad for this man. I know that he was the one who drank a lot, but I felt so bad for Mango.
Who is a legend in the Super Smash Bros. Melee community, and apparently was a known heavy drinker. And then what proceeds to happen at the event is Mango gets progressively drunk.
I do feel bad because he doesn't seem like a bad person. He seems like that he was drinking, he has problems with drinking, and also he was kind of gloated into drinking. And he was just like, oh yeah, this will be so much fun, blah, 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 blah. And he just did like some stupid fucking shit and then goaded. So there you go. And then he was like, I think Cloud9 kicked him out or something. Maybe he even got banned, I don't know. I was just like, ah.
And Ludwig is basically cheering him on, and he gets more and more plastered. Even at one point, they get a breathalyzer out and rejoice at the fact he hit.
Yeah, he was like, it's hard to stop when someone who you trust, who is like also has like a big influence, is like cheering you like, yeah, you do it more, you know, like you don't want to let them down. You don't want to be the party pooper. You want to be someone who they will invite back because, oh yeah, you did so well, you were good for the content, you know.
A new personal best on it with the great catchphrase, let's up those numbers.
Just to be clear, that is dangerous. That's not good. That's not good. That's dangerous. Let's up those numbers!
Mango then continues to get more and more drunk with nobody stopping him, and then gets caught on camera basically doing weird stuff like humping things around female streamers.
See, we're not drunk, guys. Yeah, we're not drunk. But Mango on the other...
I want you to know that there was no one at home in Mango's head. He's literally in an alternate dimension right now. That smile is just like, I don't know where I am. I don't know what time it is. I don't know who these people are, but I'm ready to roll.
Mango on the other hand. No. He's humping.
The worst thing is that I think that he only thought that this will be funny. I really don't think that he meant anything bad. He was just making a stupid fucking joke. Because when you're drunk, everything is funny. You know?
Oh, no.
They did apparently cut...
Of course, it is a bad taste, but like, you know, when you're drunk, everything is so fucking stupid. If he would have had actual friends, they would have just like take him away, like, hey, drink some water, eat something, sober up, man, you're being creepy, you know? But like, these are not like sins. It's not like he was actually sober and trying to like creep on someone.
His alcohol an hour before the event ended, but the damage was already done. And after the event, Mango rightfully faced a lot of backlash, losing a lot of sponsors and being dropped from organizations like Cloud9.
Like, I'm not saying he is innocent, but I just feel like that someone who is actually his friend should have stepped in. Just like take care of him. Like, hey, that's enough. Go lay down. Have a nap. Eat some chicken. I don't know. Whatever is good for hangover. Well, if he had friends, yeah, but like it was all for content.
And Ludwig would also respond sometime later saying Mango will no longer be invited to his events going forward.
You know, I reached out to...
This was a cunt move. I was actually upset for this because you cannot... just cheer someone on. He was like literally breathing into the breathalyzer and pulling insane numbers, and you're like, yeah, let's up those numbers also. Oh no, he was like very not polite, so I don't want to be associated with him anymore. Like, bruh.
Anyone who I felt might have felt uncomfortable and talk to them. But also, and I already told Mango this, I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moo's event. Because, like, you know, it's a privilege to go to an event.
And he does take some accountability.
He is not wrong. Like, it is true that it is a privilege to go to an event. But hypothetically, think about it this. Imagine that you are a smaller streamer and you meet your streamer Oshi, whoever the fuck you like. Like, let's say you are... I don't know, give me a popular streamer that you are watching and you respect. Literally anyone. Anyone. Not me. Okay, fine. What about if I'm a little shit and I'm like, I'm streaming, I want the views, and I will tell you that, hey, you see this beer? Drink this for me. It will be so much fun. And you're just like, you wanna impress me because I'm your fucking Oshi, and you're just like, yeah, you would drink it. Even if you would know that it's a mistake, you would drink it because you would want to impress me with it, you know? And then it's like, I would be the cunt in this situation. And then I would be like, oh yeah, but this is a privilege to be invited for, and also you went too far. Like, come on. I don't like beer. You're missing the point. Stop being such a woman. I am trying to get a message through, and you're like, actually, I actually don't drink beer. What the fuck, man?
For his actions, specifically celebrating the breathalyzer results.
Main goal at any event is that the people who are participating have a good time. Like that is like number one, the most important factor which determines a good event. People who show up have a good time. That's what I care about. And I dropped the ball yesterday. I mean, to be real, I dropped the ball. And that's like ultimately my fault, right? That's on me. That's my event. That's my job to do that. So I also personally apologize. I look back, it's very cringy now, but I was like applauding like him getting new PB.
Where is my beer? I'm sorry. I think I have some alcohol-free beer. I got it for free when I ordered my groceries.
With his blood alcohol, which is like, you know, super poor taste, especially on hindsight. Obviously,
I have the coffee liquor. Do you want to share a coffee liquor? I always forget the name. The Sheridan. We can drink Sheridan. You get free beer. Yeah, when I order from Migros, they always give me free shit. Like whenever they are trying to promote stuff. Sometimes it's dog food. Sometimes it's smoothie. Sometimes it's beer. And since I'm Hungarian, I always take everything because free is free, and I just give it to my mom when she gets here.
Obviously, that wasn't the intention. The intention is like similar to when we did the Doug challenge with alcohol, where we're getting new PBs on the breathalyzers. It definitely looks way different on hindsight.
But then later on,
you're gonna give your mom fake beer? Yeah, she can give it to the neighbors or some shit. I don't know. You don't understand. We love free shit. There is always someone who wants the free shit. Don't worry about that.
Says he feels no guilt for what happened with Mango.
I feel zero guilt. I don't feel guilty at all.
That's mean.
I think this is his own actions because he's his own man. He's an adult man, and me banning him like is the only thing that I did in response because I think it was the correct thing to do. I'm not gonna lie, I am surprised though. I am surprised he got dropped from C9.
But people would start to criticize Ludwig for one, enabling him and encouraging him to continue drinking, and that he didn't do.
Yeah, he's not a good friend. I'm not saying that Ludwig is at fault, but he is in a percentage fault because he did encourage the situation. He didn't help him to stop before it went too far. He wanted those clout and that views, right? Yeah, he's a jerk of a friend. Let's be real, he wasn't there as a friend. He just wanted something fun to stream. He wanted the numbers, he wanted the chat interaction, and that's it.
Anything in the moment regarding him.
Of course, it's both of them fault. It's not like he was like forcing him, right? Like Mongo drank on his own volition, but it was still, he could have just tell him that, okay, time out for you, buddy. Sit down because you're looking into 3 different directions.
Doing weird stuff to other people. And 2, he got criticized for, after all of this, supposedly turning his back on his friend and apparently kicking him to the curb, with the claim he wasn't taking full accountability for his own actions, which I assume is from the guilt comment, and there was a claim he was blaming a lot of this on Mango, with people thinking he had some involvement with encouraging him to drink more. And 3, he was criticized for apparently knowing beforehand Mango had a problem with alcohol and still invited him to said event. With the last point, he does address that, saying he had invited him to similar events twice before and there was no problem.
Abuse problems participate. Again, Mango's participated in 2 other Bureau Card events. This ain't the first one. Like we've done it. Like I have something to go off. So I think what you're saying is true, but like I've done it twice with no problem. So there's no reason I should think there'd be a problem the 3rd time. And I personally like am not like speculating. You know, I've asked Mango in the past if he has like a.
I also say, I'm gonna say a hot take. Inviting an alcoholic or someone who quote-unquote has problems with alcohol to a burial cart, maybe not the brightest of ideas, but you know, you could have just gotten him like little alcohol-free beer or something just so that he doesn't freak out, but you know, whatever.
Like, if he's alcoholic, like straight up.
Sounds like every EU person. We don't have a problem. It's actually a lifestyle. Thank you very much.
And he always says no. Now, like, I think ultimately you just gotta, I've been taking him at his word. That's his own.
But then people would point to the moment where he describes him as like an alcoholic in the moment.
Practicing drinking beer for a week. The person making
Okay, Mango is like an alcoholic. Mango
Mango is like an alcoholic, so he can handle it. Here, Mango, have another beer.
You can drink 30 beers and act the same he does off no beers. He's a machine of a man.
He said he had 7 beers already today.
Another criticism was regarding Mango's blood alcohol level, which was getting dangerously close to points where some thought he might die, but it is clarified at the event that the breathalyzers possibly were not accurate since he was consuming alcohol, then using the breathalyzer straight away.
He was going for the Guinness World Record, actually.
The breathalyzers are not accurate. If you just had a bunch of alcohol, it spikes it way up.
Ultimately, with this situation, a lot of the blame falls on Mango. He is a grown adult that apparently had a pattern of behavior like this before, but Ludwig wasn't helping the situation, and straight after the event, Mango expressed remorse and later said he's getting help for his problem. Ludwig would later respond to the people covering the drama and criticizing him, saying they don't really care and that he understands it makes money, which, yeah, you could point to the fact Ludwig had a whole channel doing the same thing.
And I actually genuinely have no ill will towards any drama channel who makes videos. Like, I think it is a hustle. It is a career that they have made. They speak on any drama for 20 minutes and they move on. I think the actual care about the things they talk about factor is very small, but like, that's fine. You know, it's like, it's a hustle. But I understand drama pays the bills quite well.
Yeah.
And he goes on to say he is still friends with Mango, and Mango didn't want him to talk on the drama as he was going to take it on the chin.
And I have some thoughts and opinions that I thought about speaking, but he asked of me to not speak on it. And I think that's...
What the hell is that Scum stream setup? It's very cute. I was just wondering what game he was playing. What was that car game? I cannot find it back again. I'm stupid. It's gone forever. Trackmania, the one that Scrappy plays.
Criticized with claims he didn't take full accountability.
Here, that's cute. Ludwig still likes you. Aww. I'm going to rub one out in his honor.
For his involvement. Some thought he wasn't taking it seriously and was mainly blaming Mango with claims of throwing him under the bus. And that Ludwig is a snake, mainly using the clip of him saying he's not inviting him anymore and that he feels no guilt. But Ludwig would talk about the situation again, clarifying his comments, his regrets, and apologizing again.
Ultimately, had very embarrassing clips in moments, and on hindsight, it looks really bad. And I apologize for it, and I've apologized for it. Bummed at how he's handling the current situation. I don't actually really understand how I can handle it better. I honestly think the biggest mistake I made is I said, if someone asked me if I feel guilty, and I said no. And I think that was my biggest mistake, was saying that. And I do regret saying that. And I was thinking, do I feel guilty about banning? But I feel guilty about the situation happening. I think that was honestly like my biggest fuck up.
And that was basically it. Was Ludwig a good friend when the situation was happening? Probably not. Did he enable Mango to keep drinking? Yes, you could say that. Did he deal with the overall situation well? No. Was his initial response that great? No, and he was criticised for it, but his last response was received quite well. But people still criticised Ludwig for inviting Mango to the event in general, claiming he knew beforehand he was...
I wonder if Ludwig is not a bad person, he just has a very long loading time. Like, he chews on information much longer, and his mouth speaks first. And then, like, he's like, wait a second, was I an asshole? Maybe. Wait, let me think. Hold up. Maybe. Perhaps. And then it comes out later that, yeah, maybe I was a little bit of an asshole or something.
Struggling with alcohol.
Yeah, just a little bit of a lag or something.
But apart
No, he's just a spineless nerd. Understandable. Have a nice day.
from that, people moved on, but it is
Fair
still
enough.
occasionally used against him. And it would basically set the stage for the next situation because the hate for him was very prominent around this time. So some would say Ludwig...
Oh my god, that haircut is terrible. Oh my god. Oh, that's awful. What happened? Yeah, that's the boldest bowl cut ever bowl cutted. Holy shit.
Ludwig doesn't really have any controversial takes. Normally he shares the opinions most people have. Some would say he has mostly safe
That's
takes.
crazy.
But then came the name that follows him round to this day. Jellywig.
That's not a 90s haircut. This is a medieval ages monk haircut. I can already see him in like the robes, carrying the Bible, a rosary. He's about to vololo you, bitch. Volalo.
Safe takes, but then came the name that follows him round to this day, Jellywig. The name apparently referring to Ludwig having no spine due to what I just mentioned, and when he receives significant criticism for a take, he will apparently change his stance or apologise. And looking at it, the origins of this go back to the start of 2024, where Ludwig was doing his usual mogul mail video.
I still haven't played Balatro. Everyone says that it's so good. I kind of want to download it. I'm actually a big fan of like card games and whatnot. Is it? If it's not too five-head.
Years before he apparently hated doing them. And Hassan, who I don't think needs an introduction at this point, I think even those...
Bro, Hassan could be such a twink. Like, I see an alternate universe where he, instead of politics, chose OnlyFans. I swear to God, I cannot not look at him and see the potential in the Hassan OnlyFans. There would be so many dudes being into that. You know? I'm not even meaning for the girlies. I mean it for the homies.
That do not subscribe to politics know who Hassan is, but Ludwig would make a video discussing a clip that went viral that was taken out.
Is that an orange juice? Is he balancing an orange juice on his nose?
Out of context, of Hassan saying something along the lines of streaming is harder than a 9 to 5 or more mentally draining, which the majority of the internet disagrees with, but once again the clip was taken out of context and he continues to say there are certain 9 to 5 jobs less socially draining than streaming.
It depends. If you work in retail, I guarantee you that's more draining because you have to deal with fucking Karens. That was my only fear in my life, that I will end up in retail. And I have anger issues, okay? I have patience for a very limited amount of time, and then I become really, really angry. And then I need like a cool down. I need to drink or eat something, and then I will be fine. But, oh my God. I can look up if you look up Migros is higher. Nah! Okay, Migros is not retail, okay? You can just go and stack shelves, and that's a peaceful life. I meant like where people actually like ask for opinions. I don't know, like a Sephora or like an H&M or I don't know, where people bother. You think that? I would hide. Nah.
Job can be gruesome. A real job can make you very tired.
I would run away.
But a real job doesn't suck the soul.
Listen, someone would talk to me, I would be like, ¿Por qué? He's like, was hast du gesagt? ¿Por qué?
Out of you. You know what I mean? In the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will. There are obviously real jobs out there that are good comparisons. Service sector, people-pleasing jobs would be very similar. Those
people pleasing. Oh, you know which jobs suck? I know now. The jobs where you have to sell something because you get a commission out of it. Like, you know those jobs where like there are some like it's kind of like Sephora. I don't know if they do it in Sephora, they probably not, but like you have to sell like cosmetics and you have to like approach people and make sure that you make them buy something. Yeah, the salesman. But like within the store salesman, when like there is a store in Switzerland, it's called Douglas. It's like a perfumes and makeup, and every time I can't stand that store. Every time I go in, there is like a goddamn woman approaching me. It's like, can I help you with something? Have you tried? No, I'm just looking. 5 minutes later, can I help you something? It's either that they think that I'm about to steal something, or they are trying to sell me something, and I'm like, I have money, please leave me alone. Fuck off. I will ask help if I... Once they asked me 3 times and I just put whatever I was smelling, put them down. I turned around and left. I was like, I will buy it online. I will rather waste money than put up with this bullshit. Can I help you? What do you need? What do you want to go? Leave me alone.
Those are good comparisons for a job that might drain your social battery. For context?
Like, I think...
I don't think you would be a very good thief. Well, why would you say that? What the fuck? That's kind of rude. I have potential. Hello?
Customer service type shit. But like if you're an accountant or if you're even like in sales, my interactions with clients was limited, way more limited than like constantly having to do this for 9 hours.
Nah, man. Listen, that's not... Listen. you can just ignore chat. If you're tired of chat's bullshit, you just don't look at it. Then just yap. Don't. That's different than when you're in retail and there is a fucking Karen who said, "Oh my god, I saw that this was on sale yesterday. Why is it not on sale today? This is so unfair. Actually, I saw this in another store and it was 20% off." Ugh. Hey, Ski. Hey, look. Ha ha ha. Frick you too.
Like a back and forth interaction for 9 hours. That's what like sucks your social battery, and you just tap out after it.
Ludwig would talk about this on Mogul Mail and even have Hassan in the thumbnail. Ludwig would make a little joke towards Hassan saying no, streaming is not harder than your 9 to 5.
Myself for almost 6 years now on how hard it really is. I'm kidding.
That was the joke. But Hassan gets 4 minutes into the
That was the jerk.
video, sees the joke, thinks Ludwig is being critical of him and farming him for content, and
doesn't just hate that he hates streaming. I think he hates when people disagree with him. I think that's the part that he doesn't like. Oh my god, is this Hassan without the beard? Oh no, oh my god, oh god, I did not wanted to see that. Oh, put that back. Oh my god. Oh, that's awful. Oh, I just noticed. Oh, that's horrible. Please don't do that again. I feel personally harassed by this image. Oh god.
It's annoying.
I literally have goosebumps on my arm. Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. It's like no.
Oh, that's so wrong. That's like looking at, like, you know those cats, the cats that don't have like hair, those Egyptian cats, and they are just like all skin and fold, and you have to moisturize them. Oh, this feels so wrong.
Different than what Muda did. He showed the context though. It doesn't fucking matter that he showed the context. It's just a way to just literally farm off the fucking drama.
That's so wrong.
What?
Is this what follows after women ask when to shave? Yeah, dude, I remember my dad. My dad shaved his mustache once for Santa Claus Day. Oh my god, I was probably not very kind to him. I couldn't stop laughing for 30 minutes. I was literally in that crying and laughing fit where literally nothing could tilt me out of it. Oh, it was awful. Oh, it was so bad. I was mean. But to be fair, he looked very, very, very wrong. It was really weird. He had never done it again. Fuck you on mustaches here. It was so bad.
Whatever, fuck it. Who gives a shit?
Then a bunch of people go to Ludwig's live stream and tell him to apologize or call Hassan. Ludwig for some reason freaks out a little, I think because at the time they were friends or because there was a lot of people spamming his chat. And then he proceeds to change the thumbnail of the YouTube video to take Hassan out of it, making the thumbnail less attractive, and then eventually deletes the whole video.
Call Hassan and apologize? Why is Hassan mad? What did I do?
Why is he not mad? I think that's like his job description.
What did I do? Because my mogul mail? I feel like everything I said was fine. Am I crazy? Farmed for views?
Sorry.
Oh, well, I mean, that's the deal. I'll just pull them out of the thumbnail, and then I feel like it doesn't really matter much, right? I can just pull them out. I feel like that's... Because I feel like outside the thumbnail, you can't really make that argument much.
He creates a re-upload of that video, basically saying he deleted the previous video because it was sponsored and the video wasn't getting good views, probably because he changed the thumbnail to something akin to a stock photo. And in the new video, he adds more context to the Hassan clip, but apart from that, I don't think he needed to take the video down. It was a little joke, not even like a 10-minute roast session. But obviously, on the re-upload, he got a lot of shit. People basically called him a pussy and said he cares way too much about what Hassan thinks.
But honestly, yeah, it's kind of a pussy move. Like, let's be real, he did kind of make fun of Hassan, and then he was just like, oh no, daddy is mad at me. Oh no.
Thus the spineless accusations were made, which then evolved into Jellywig, and it would follow him for a while, even to this day with a different situation.
I think this is the moment when the Jellywig name was solidified. I had no idea where that came from. It took me so fucking long to understand.
Collargate. Now, Collargate is basically the accusation that Hassan shocked his dog on stream, and there's probably no doubt you have seen some of the memes that came from it.
W.
Ninja is such a fucking troll. Such an asshole.
Now, there are two sides to this, the M14 gang and the Olympia gang, if you will. There was the group saying his dog was shocked by a shock collar, and then there was the other side saying it was not a shock collar, it was a vibrate collar. I personally loved the memes that came from this.
Oh my god, I kept listening to this song. It's so embarrassing. It's actually a pretty good song.
My dog, I can't stop. Yeah,
But still to this day, the argument
I hate it so much, but it's so good.
is still ongoing regarding if it is a shock collar or not. You've had people saying he's covering the prongs.
Is it AI? Of course it's AI.
And they've found the specific model which is a shock collar. And Hassan didn't help himself, showing weird angles of the collar with tape on it, which apparently was to cover his address or phone number. You had XQC, or the debunker, being...
Bro, I love XQC so much. He's like... I don't know, he's like a modern Eminem of streaming. I can never understand that man. He's just like fuck. You know, it's like he's a scat man. It's like yeah, it's a little bit Simlish, but I do like him, despite I can never catch whatever the fuck he's trying to say.
The primary investigator for this case. I don't know what fucking timeline we are in where that happened, but it did. And obviously you had every other streamer and YouTuber giving their take on it. And it got to the point where the meme evolved to things like Ludwig has a shock collar on because of what happened previously with Hassan. But Ludwig would actually comment on the situation, saying it was a shock collar, and the people critical of Ludwig claimed he figuratively took his own shock collar off.
Do I think Hassan shocks his dog? I have no clue. I think he lied about having a shock collar. I think he 100% had a shock collar based off what's on my For You page. Maybe I'm getting psyoped. He's adamant that he hasn't shocked her, but that 100% is a shock collar, as a fact.
And he even went on to address the claims from over a year ago that Hassan controls him and that he isn't even friends with Hassan anymore.
And I think when you come in and you say, oh no, you're gonna
on me
No.
get the song call now, I think like you are like genuinely pathetic. Like you are still pretending to live in a universe where it is like brave to speak out against Hassan, as if that is not like the popular side to be on. It truly, I think, is pathetic. Again, 18 months ago, I had dealt with people who now...
What was that music? Why was it suddenly so vibey? Why was it so intense and then suddenly silence? What?
I thought that, hey, Hassan messaged me. He made the boss call. I had to take down the video. That's not what happened. You can believe me or not believe me. I really don't care. But I swear on my mother's life, who I love more dearly than any human on this earth, that Hassan has never asked me...
have table watching Luddy. Happy to be here as Koo.
Hey, Peach.
To take down a video, and I did not do that.
It's 100% happened because his son told him. Are you saying that he would lie on the internet about his mother? No. No, he would not do
because
that.
He asked me to. I'm also not even friends with his son. Legitimately, I'm not. He's not.
What is this emote, and why is it so threatening? It's kind of looks like the Shirley emote, but
someone that I invite to like my birthday or things like that. He's someone I've done streams with, and I think they were fun. He's
isn't it MAGA? I don't know. Could be. I don't know.
Streamer friend.
It's like a lemon with a hot or a puppet. MAGA, the Make America Great Again hat. I don't know. I can't really read.
When I retire, I will never speak to 95% of the streamers I collab with again. Hassan is part of that group. That's a fact.
And a lot of people against Ludwig seem to somewhat flip a lot on the shock collar side, and for a short amount of time, he...
Ludwig grew a spine all of a sudden. Ludwig has a spine now? What am I supposed to do with this meme? It's just... He's a beautiful jellyfish.
wasn't Jellywig anymore, but he did get a lot of hate from the opposite side who were saying it's a vibrating collar, and people would tie this criticism to his following stream.
I'm gonna be real with you, I think it was a shock collar. I think it's very obvious, and it was probably too tight and it was very fucking comfortable.
Where he basically goes back on his take and says it's a vibrating collar, and he was wrong because he saw pictures off stream, which I don't think he clarifies which pictures he saw that changed his mind.
After my stream, I got close-up pictures of the shock collar. On my mother's life.
Oh god. I don't trust people who swear on their someone's life. I don't like that. It's like easy, so what?
I didn't see prongs. I'm pretty sure it's a vibrate collar.
Sure. He took the prongs out? Yeah, but like originally it was a shock collar.
So maybe I should have said 99% sure instead of 100.
And thus people went back to calling him Jellywig, but he does clarify he's still not friends with Hassan or defending him.
All this for Hassan. I do not rock with him. This is not me defending him in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, even his chat is like, bro, come on.
I just saw some shit.
L, just move on. Shake
and I'm
my
not trying to
head.
lie on somebody's name. I do not care outside of that.
Bruh.
But I saw it!
He then goes on to criticize.
Why would he even bring it up? Just move the fuck on. He's suffering from the goddamn pirate software thing. Just don't talk about it. Literally just stream whatever the fuck you want to stream. Don't bring it all the way up. Why is it always just... Oh my god.
XQC saying he had talked to him in person, and XQC says he really doesn't care about the dog. He's just fanning the flames of the drama.
XQC is probably the single biggest person who is driving the Collargate drama on Twitch, right? You know what XQC said?
I mean, he was doing the detective thingy, but afterwards, kind of everyone picked it up, was it?
Says to me at TwitchCon. He goes, I don't give a fuck if he abuses the dog. I don't give a fuck if he's a shock collar. He calls himself, when he's investigating what's happening, the debunker. He has an alter ego called the debunker. I think he finds genuine joy in flaming the drama. He's a chaotic, evil human. And
to be fair, I can see him being chaotic and just like being like that. I just want to know the truth. I don't give a fuck any further.
Being whatever smolders remain after he's done with his mess.
An XQC would claim he's basically lying. What he did say was if he did shock the dog, it's not the end of the world and it's not like he killed anyone. And it basically turns into he said, she said at that point. For this situation,
I think we have to save the puppy. Give it to me. Straight into my lap. I will take good care of the puppy. I will cheese him. Her. It's a lady dog, I think. Needs some good rubbies and some cheese. Cheese. Yum, yum, yum. Massive popper. She's a massive good girl. It's very heavy dog. I would be probably pancake, but yeah. The dog would crush you. Uh-oh.
It doesn't help that Ludwig went on stream claiming something 100%
She's still a puppy. I would be just like... You know? Into straight into the fur. Just like...
happened, and he was adamant. Then in his next stream goes on to say what he said wasn't true, and then adds the XQC part, which in my opinion it would have made more sense to include that in your first take, because at that point people would view it as you don't really have a dog in the fight. But with the way he did it, it looks like when he switched sides he also went on the offensive to criticize.
You know, maybe Hassan should have gotten a cat. Cats can just like lay for hours and they don't give two fucks. They're just like, yeah, you leave them at 9 a.m. they will be still there at fucking 6 p.m.
One of Hassan's biggest critics, which even if it was true that he said that, it's still...
Cats can be bitchy. Well, so can Hassan. It's a match made in heaven. What are you talking about?
Looks bad, and he ended up getting flack from both sides because of this. I just don't know why he would get involved in something he wasn't 100% sure on, only to go back on it. But yeah, overall, it didn't make him look the best and just added to the Jellywig accusations.
Shock my dog, I can't stop. Yeah.
So now to the most important...
I love this song so much.
Question, does Ludwig deserve the criticism, or as I said, the shit that is flung at him constantly? Well, I think with situations like with the manga situation, he definitely deserved that criticism, but obviously I think he was partially to blame, manga was primarily to blame. With the other situations I mentioned, he claims he was wrong about Mizkif, but seriously affected his career, and he claims himself it was his own fault for not doing research, and it was also one of the reasons why he doesn't do Mogul Mail anymore. But in his own words, he does deserve the criticism because he supposedly got something wrong. With the Atrioc situation, ultimately it was up to them to forgive him and start associating with him again. With the charity event, it was a charity event, the focus should have been on.
I feel like...
He needs to just stop talking and move on.
Right?
All he's doing is making himself look bad and cowardly. Also, as Ku shock us please, we won't complain.
Okay, I will buy you guys a shock color for TwitchCon. I feel like the biggest problem with Ludwig is that he is desperately trying to stay always on the right side, and whenever the sides turn, he flips to that side. It's just like, no, I'm a good guy, he's a mean person, oh, that person is in the right, oh no, I actually didn't mean that. Yeah, he actually can't form an opinion, he's literally trying to please everyone, and no one likes it when, you know, your morals flip so easily. Like, make up your fucking mind, man.
That, I don't think he had to even respond to the hate he received from that. And with the jelly wigging, to be honest, most of that is him shooting himself in the foot for sometimes no reason, and he puts himself in that situation. So yeah.
So what you're saying is Ludwig is a politician? Yeah, I guess. Damn, when is he running?
I think in some situations he does deserve that criticism and the shit
journalist.
thrown at him, but to
Not the J slur.
give it to Ludwig, he is very open about being criticised. Yes, he has made some comments about people covering situations, but majority of the time he does tank that criticism, and in my opinion, sometimes it does seem like it does affect him, like where he talks about getting hate for years for that Hassan video. And yeah, this year alone it has become increasingly easy to dunk on Ludwig, and he is basically an easy target nowadays, especially compared.
Wow, the internet enjoying bullying someone. That's crazy. Wow, that could never happen, not on the internet.
To previous years, but compared to other people, he mostly just takes it. He doesn't lash out normally when people critique him. Yeah, he might not agree with what people say about him, he might change his stances every now and again, but I think with all the flack he gets, he usually deals with it pretty well. He's usually calm and collected when he responds. And
yeah, you know what, that's sure. I will give that to him. I don't think I have ever seen him just like being irrational and yell and scream and shout. He's usually like calm-ish. So that's kind of nice.
In retrospect, his overall reputation is still intact. People still love his content, especially his YouTube.
He's calmly wrong. Very nice.
And his journey to the top of these platforms is a respectable one, and nobody can take that away from him. But yeah, that's why some people hate Ludwig.
I don't think he's a good guy. I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he's a very opportunistic guy. He's always just trying to go wherever the cloud, the money, the views, and whatever is. And you know, he's just a guy.
Please, Mama's Ku.
Please. He just flippity floppity.
Schlatt stopped uploading. Pepe's sad.
No. Why? Why is Mr. Schlatt going away?
Pepe's sad. But yeah, that's all I had to say, and bye-bye.
Why? What happened? Why? Is he retiring?